Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back to the channel Mathematics by Arif Ajwani. So today topic is ratio and proportion, lecture number 12. So we can see what is ratio and proportion, then we will solve the past papers question as well. Mostly ratio proportions come in paper number 1, but sometimes come in paper 2 as well. So we'll see. Starting with the topic ratio and proportion. So what is ratio and what proportion? So topic we have so far covered is types of number, factor, multiple, SCM, LCM, prime factorization, power root, or we can say square roots, cube root, law of indices, standard form, directed number, and function notation is the last topic we have covered in the series. So I hope you all watches the previous video. If you haven't watched the videos of this lecture, so go and watch the videos and clear the concept. And we also doing the past paper as well of each topic. So today the topic is ratio and proportion. The what is ratio? A comparison of two quantities by division is called ratio. When we compare two quantities in division, but the important thing is that both the quantities should have same unit. That's a very important thing in ratio. Both quantities should have same unit. That's an important thing. So when we comparing two fraction values, or we can say by division, with the same unit is known as a ratio. For example, the number is, we have number is 2 divided by 5. That's a simple number I'm saying. It's 2 kg divided by 5 kg, for example. So how we can write this fraction value in ratio is like this. 2, this is a symbol of ratio, and then 5. So it's compulsory to have a same ratio or same unit, sorry. In ratio, it's compulsory to have a same unit. If we don't have a same unit, we have to convert it to make a same unit. For example, if it is written like this 2 kg and 5 grams, so we have to convert gram into kg by multiplying by 1000, and then we can compare these values. A comparison of two quantities by division is called ratio. Okay, as you see in the diagram, this is known as antecedent and this is consequent. So this is how we can write in ratio, and this is how we can write in fraction form. I hope everything is clear now in ratio. The equality of two ratios is called proportion. So what is proportion? When we compare two ratios, what is ratio? The comparison of two quantities of same unit is ratio, and the comparison of two ratios, two ratios is called proportion. A ratio can be written in a different form. I want to show you how we can write ratio in it. Up commonly used as a x is to y. We also read is like this: x is to y. This is known as x ratio y. On the other hand, proportion is equation that has that two ratio are equivalent. A proportion is written as, we can write proportion like this. This is the one ratio, and this is a second ratio, and this is known as a proportion sign. Okay, to compare two ratios. So we can write like this. You can see this is the ratio number 1, this is ratio number 2, and this is the comparison sign symbol. So we can compare this. This is known as mean value, and this is known as extreme value. We can write like this: product of extreme values A multiplied by D, and product of mean value B multiplied by C. They both should be equal. Okay. So this is a basic concept of ratio and proportion. And we have something more about proportion as well. So we have to move forward. I hope everything is clear. If you have any confusion, any issue, you can ask me on comment. I will answer you inshallah as soon as possible. The first part is direct proportion. So what is direct proportion? A direct proportion describes the direct relation between two quantities. If one quantity increase, the other quantity also increase, or vice versa. Thus, a direct proportion is written as this. For example, if the speed of a car is increased, then it's cover more distance in a fixed period of time. So, in the simple words, uh, what is proportion? In proportion, we compare two ratios. Okay, so in direct proportion is that if one quantity is increased and the second quantity also increase, then it is known as direct proportion. For example, they have given, if we increase the speed of the car, this means that we can cover more distance. Okay, when we speeding up our car, this means we are covering more distance. The increasing speed will increase the distance, so this means both are increasing. As a vice versa, if we decrease something and it is affecting the other thing and also in decreasing, this is known as direct proportion. Okay, what is inverse proportion? Inverse proportion means if we increasing one thing, and because of increasing one thing, the second thing decrease, or we are decreasing something and the second thing increase, this is known as inverse proportion. Okay, so I hope everything is clear in this portion. How we can represent a direct proportion? We can represent like this. This is y, this will be the first quantity, this is proportion sign, and this is x. What happen if we remove this proportion? When we remove this proportion sign, it will replace by equal to and k. When we replace this proportion sign, we write equal to and k, and x is already written in the equation. So what is k? K is known as a constant. So how, which type of question come in paper? I will tell you in the next slide, inshallah. And same for inverse. How do we write inverse? The inverse we like this: y proportion sign and 1 upon x, because it is inverse proportion. So we need to understand how we can write in direct proportion, how we can write in inverse proportion. In same concept, when we remove the proportion side, equal to and k will come, and the other thing remain same. So this is how we can convert. I hope everything is clear now. The theoretical work is completed now. Now we are moving towards the questions. That's a very important questions. I hope you will understand each and every question. And these are the past paper question. Mostly, I told you in the starting that mostly this topic come in a paper one, but it can come in paper two. As 2019, the ratio proportion topic come in paper two, but most of the chances are that it will come in paper number one, or it will cover 4 to 5 marks in the paper. Okay, now the question number one is, y is inversely proportional to x. The first we need to write the equation. The first line is y is inversely proportional to x. This means y proportion sign, it is inversely. That's why I have to write like this. Okay, as I told, as we done in the previous slides, how we can write in inversely, how we can write in directly. Now, the next, given that y is equal to 30 when x is equal to 1 upon 3. That's it. One by one we have. So the value of y is 30 and the value of x is 1 upon 3. First, we need to remove this uh, proportion sign. So when we remove this sign, it will become y is equal to, okay, I think y is equal to k 1 upon x. Okay, we have done this. Now, the value of y is 30. So I have write 30 is equal to k, and the value of x is 1 upon 3. Okay. No, now the value of x is also in fraction. So when we reciprocal it, it will become 3 upon 1. So it will become 30 is equal to k 3. We don't need to write the 1 in the denominator. So 3 is multiplying with k, so it will move towards the left side. It will divide. So 30 divided by 3. So the value of k will be 10. So remember that in this question, they will give you the x and y value to find the value of constant, that is k. So when I put k in this equation, so the equation will become y is equal to 10 1 upon x. This is our final equation. Uh, if the question is that you need to find the equation, so we have to stop here. Now, what we need to find y when x equal to 5. This is the main question. And you have to solve this question using this equation. These steps, we have to do this step again and again in each question to find the value of k. Remember that, okay? And what we need to find now, we have to find the value of y when k is when x is equal to 5. So I will just put x is equal to 5. Okay, 5 ones are 5 to the, and the value of y will be 2, because 2 ones are 2. The value of y is 2. That's it. This is the final. This is your final answer. The y is equal to is the final answer. I hope everything is clear in this question. Now, moving towards the next question. Y is inversely proportional to the square of x. Now, this is very interesting. Y is directly proportional to the, sorry, inversely proportional to the square of x. So I have to write x square. Okay. Now the same process. When we remove proportion side, it will become k equal to n k. Now, y is equal to 10 and x equal to 3. 10 k and 3 square, because x is in square. So 10 is equal to k 1 upon 9. 3 square is 9. 9 will goes to the 10. It will multiply. The value of k will be 90. 10 9 the 90. So I have to put this value here. So it will become y is equal to 90 1 upon x square. This will be the final equation we have. Now what we have to find, that's the important thing. Find y when x equal to 1 upon 2. So we have to find y again. The value of x is 1 upon 2 square. So the square of 1 is 1 and the square of 2 will be 4. And when we convert this fraction value into multiply, it will be reciprocal. So it will look like this: 90 multiplied by 4 upon 1. We don't need to write 1 in the denominator, so I'm just showing you how it is working. When we apply square, it will become 1 upon 4. And when we move towards to the numerator side, it will become 4 upon. So y is equal to 90 multiplied by 4. So it will become, what is the value of 90? 180, 270, and 360. The answer will be 360. The y is equal to 3. This is your final answer. Okay, I hope everything is clear. Now, y is directly proportional square of this question is a homework for you. Try by yourself, exactly same as the previous question, just values are different. So try by yourself. If you uh, can't get your answer, so tell me in the comment. I will share you the question, the solution of this question as well. So moving towards the next slide. So next question we have, a drink is made by mixing just food water in the, oh, the question is related to the ratio now. As previous, we have done the question related to proportion. Now this question is related to ratio. A drink is made by mixing fruit juice and water in the ratio 3:5. The drink is made up of 2 liter of water. Calculate the amount of fruit juice. Give your answer in millimeter. So what we have to do, the interesting question is that we need to find the amount of fruit juice. So first we need to read carefully. The drink is made up of mixing fruit juice and water in ratio of. So these are the ratio of fruit juice and water. The ratio of fruit juice is 3 and the ratio of water is 5. Okay. And we need to find the amount of fruit juice because they already given us 2 liter of water. They have given that they use 2 liter water. Now we need to find out how amount of fruit juice they use in this. Now the fruit juice ratio is 3. So you have to write 3 divide by 5 because this is a ratio is equal to, we don't know the amount of fruit juice, so we have to write x, but we know the amount of water, that is 2 liters. So I write 2 liter. Now the interesting thing in this question is that they want the answer in milliliter and they have given the value in liter. So if you want to convert liter into milliliter, we have to multiply this by 1000. Okay, liter to milliliter conversion is multiply by 1000. So it will become 3 upon 5 x equal to x upon 2000. Now 2000 will goes to this side, will multiply 3 upon 5 multiply by 2000 is equal to x. Okay, so they want the answer in milliliter. That's why we have to convert liter into milliliter. Now 3 multiplied by 2000 divided by 5. So the value of fruit juice, the amount of fruit juice is 1200. Okay, so I hope you got how we can solve this question. So everything is clear. This is done. So the ratio question is also done. The correct answer is 1200 milliliter. That's important. Ml. You have to write ml, milliliter. Okay, that's the important thing in this question. Now moving towards the next question is again proportion. Y is directly proportion. Now y is directly proportion to cube of x. So I have to write x cube. Now x equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. First we need to remove proportion sign, is equal to k x cube. Now the value of y is 4 and the value of x is 2. So you have to write 2 cube. The cube of 2 is 8. So it will become 8. Will goes to the left side, will divide. The value of k will be 1 upon 2. 4 ones are 4 twos are. So now equation will become y is equal to 1 upon 2 x cube. This is over the final equation. Now what we have to find? Find y when x equal to 3. We have to find y 1 upon 2 x equal to 3 cube. Now the cube is 27, so 27 upon 2. This is your final answer, or you can divide as well. It will become y is equal to 13.5. So both answers are correct. So I hope everything is clear in this question. These are very easy question. You just need to remain the you have just need to know the concept of that question, how we are solving this question. Now moving to the next question. Write the ratio 75. Oh, as I told you in the definition of ratio is that you must have a same unit. But as you see in this question, 75 gram ratio 3 kg in its simplest form. We have to convert this into simplest form. So how we can do? First, we need to make both kg. We have already done 3 kg into gram. We have to multiply by 1000. So it will become 75 gram and it will become 3000. Now we have to simplify. Both are converted into, now in gram, both unit have same. Now we can simplify this. So how we can simplify this? By using 5. If it have 5 15s, it will become 5 600. So it will become 600. Now 5 3s, and it will become 120. Now 3 ones are 340. The 1:40 will be the final and the simplest form of this ratio. So I think I have just made one mistake. Remember that converting kg into gram, you have to multiply by 1000. Kg into gram. Okay, remember that. So kg into gram to multiply by 1000. That's a very important point. I think I have just made a mistake in it. So I hope everything is clear in this. Now, in a tennis club, the ratio of number of juniors, ratio to number of senior, this, there are 18 more senior member than junior member. Okay. Calculate the total number of club members. First, we need to understand the concept of this question is that they're saying there are 18 more senior member than junior. So senior member are 18 more. So this is number of junior, this is number of senior. So the ratio is 7:10. And we know that senior are 18 more than junior. So I can write like this: 10x minus 7x is equal to 18. So if you have a question how I write like this, so it's 10. Why I multiply by x? Because I don't know the value how many senior we have. Okay, so I write x minus 7. The 7 is number of junior, 7x, and is equal to 18. Why I write is equal to 18? Because I know that senior are 18 more senior than junior. For example, the quantity of senior is 38. So as a condition, we know that seniors are 18 more than junior. So we know that the junior will be 20. For example, I'm just explaining you how I make this equation. Okay. So now what we have to do? We just need to multiply. So it will become 3x. 10x minus 7x is equal to 18. X is equal to 18 divided by 3. It will become 6. Okay, the value of x will be 6. Now, what we have to find, calculate total number of club members. We have to find the total number. So how we can total? We have to add them. So we can just add 7x plus 10x. Okay, it will become 17x. And we know the value of x is 6. So I have to write 17 multiplied by 6. So it will become 617 multiplied by 6. 6 7 is 42. So 102. The answer will be 102. Total number of member are there in the tennis club. So I hope everything is clear in this question. Now moving towards the next question. A bag contain red ball and blue ball. The bag contains red ball and blue ball. The balls are in the ratio of 3:5. Write down the fraction of the ball that are red. So we have to write the fraction that are red. Okay. Remember that if you want, if the question is write down the fraction of ball that are red or that are particularly, they are want a fraction value of anything. So how we can write particular fraction value? The simple way is that the ratio of red is 3. So write 3 in the numerator and sum of both the ratio and denominator. This is how you can write the fraction form of any particular value. You can get the value of particular ratio form of particular anything they are asking for. Now, y is inversely proportional to x plus 1 whole square. Now, how we can go? So y is inversely proportional to x plus 1 whole square. So y is inversely proportional upon x plus 1 whole square. This is the question we have. X equal to 1 and y is equal to 5. First, we need to remove proportion sign k 1 upon x plus 1 whole square. Now the value of y is 5 and the value of x is 1. 1 plus 1 whole square. Sorry. 1 plus 1. This is square in it. So 1 plus 1 will be 2 and the square of 2 will be 4. So it will become 1 upon 4. 4 will go to the left side. It will become 20. So value of k is 20. Now the equation will be y is equal to 20. 1 upon x plus 1 whole square. Now we have to find y when x equal to 9. So y is equal to 20. Now When I put x equal to 9, 9 plus 1 will be 10, and the square of 10 will be 100. 0, 0, cut down, 2 1 the 2 5 the y value is 1 upon 5. Very simple question. I hope everything is clear in this question. Nothing is difficult in this question. So next question we have two numbers x and y are such that x ratio y is 5 ratio 11 and x plus y is equal to 112. So how we can solve this question? That's a simple question we have already done in this previous slide, this type of question. So we need to find the value of x and y. So we have a ratio and we have a total value of this ratio is 100. When the total value is given, that's the equation value. So first I will find the value of x. How can I find the value of 5? The ratio of x is 5 and the total ratio in the denominator and multiply by, sorry, the total ratio is 11 multiply by 112. This is the total amount. This is total ratio. So 5 upon 16 multiply by 112. So we just need to calculate this. I know you don't, the calculator is not allowed for you. So the answer will be 35. The value of x, now value of y, the ratio of y is 11 and the total ratio is 16 multiplied by 112. Okay. So what we will get, 11 divided by 16 multiplied by 112, the value will be 77. This is how we can solve this type of question. So just make your concept strong. You can solve any question in this topic. Now, Omar and Jamil share 540, the ratio of work out the measure. Okay, this is a question for you. This is homework question for all of you. Try to solve this question. Both questions are homework for you. Try to solve by yourself. These are very easy questions. It's important to solve these questions to get understand each and every concept. Okay, now this is the last question we have. X is directly proportional to the square of x plus 1. So x is directly proportional to square of y plus 1 whole square. Okay, this is a question. We remove proportion sign equal to k. Now y plus 1 whole square. Now the value of x is 45 and the value of y is 2. When we put 2 here, 2 plus 1 will become 3 and 3 square will be 9. 9 will goes to this side. So it will become k value will be 5. The value of k will be 5. The equation will we have is x is equal to 5 y plus 1 whole square. Now what we have to find, value of x when y is equal to 4. X is equal to 5 and value of y is 4. 4 plus 1 will become 5. 5 square will be 25. So 25 multiplied by this will be 125. The value of x is 120. So I hope everything is clear this question. Now the second question, exactly the same question. We already done this type of question in the previous slide as well. This is also homework for you. The most important thing is homework question. Try to solve by yourself. That's a very important thing. I can solve each and every question for you, but that will not help you. So it's very important for all of you to solve this homework question. It will help you to get prepared for this topic. Okay, so I hope everything is clear in this video. If you have any confusion in this video, you can tell me or you can comment me. I will inshallah answer you as soon as possible. Or if you have any question that is uh difficult question, you have any, so you can comment me the question as well. I can share the solution of that question as well. So I hope everything is clear in this topic. Inshallah in next video we'll move towards the new topic. Allah Hafiz.